Hello again, and it is another warm day here in Singapore, although it's not the sunniest and apparently it's going to be raining later, but it's still really warm here. Today I am going to explore Marina Bay and the gardens by the bay and do a few of the activities around there. I've seen it all on the first night I got here, but I'm really interested to actually go around it and see it all for myself and actually go up the Marina Bay sands, walk around the gardens by the bay. Here we are, the famous merlion. They even have a little mini one. A lot of the flowers over here behind me, which I think is underneath the Art Science Museum, they're very good photograph opportunities. I've seen a lot of people taking photos there, and I myself have just practiced taking a few photos at different lengths and all that. After a little wandering, I crossed over the Helix Bridge, which is one of the coolest bridges I've ever seen, and I made my way to the Singapore Flyer.
Landmark in Little India. What used to be the home of several couples in C19, Jewel Changi Airport will bring to Yemen.
Next up was Marina Bay Sands Sky Park. Now I know that this is going from one high observation point to another, but honestly I was so excited that I wasn't really bothered and I wanted to do both of them anyway. And here we are at the top. Wow. Ooh, I see a plane taking off over there. Probably not should put a camera, but just in the very far distance you can see a plane taking off from Changi. I've only just noticed the entire area is in the shadow of Marina Bay Sands. If you look, let's see. From here you can see Marina Bay Sands' famous infinity pool, which is exclusive for guests of the hotel. So I've come down from Marina Bay Sands and now I'm trying to work out the exact direction to get across Marina Bay Sands to the gardens by the bay. I think it probably is up ahead across this bridge I've seen, but unfortunately it's not the easiest thing to find, at least in my experience, well, my experience being today. But I'm confident that hopefully in a minute I'll be able to make it through and go and see what the gardens look like. Gardens by the bay, there we go. This way. As I said before, this in video does not do true justice to how big things are. It's a lot bigger in real life than it does on my camera. Now I've got to go under it. Okay, I'm now inside the bit in between the two towers. There you've got the middle tower and some of the rooms for it. And over here we got I think the first tower. And rooms there. Good corridors, those rooms don't look best though. Open to all this, and if you accidentally slip you might drop something. Wow. They look tiny when you compare them to Marina Bay Sands, but up close they are massive. I think this is the biggest one, it looks like it. Looks like they've got some Toy Story event going on at the moment. There you go. Bullseye Rescue. towards Russell Toy stuff. What on earth? Is that going to roll down this track? It was really hectic by the Super Grove. With all the Toy Story stuff there, it's really crowded and it's a little bit hard to get around. I did manage to buy myself tickets to the OCBC, I think, Skyway. You actually go up one of the trees and walk at almost at the height of them, because it's a walkway that goes in between. But that's not till 7:40 because they're on time slot things at the moment, so I'm gonna have to wait a bit for that. The light show starts about 5 minutes after. If I'm allowed to stay up there for 5 minutes, I might be able to stand up there when the light show starts, but I'll wait and see how it goes. Now the other place I really want to go while I'm here is Cloud Forest, which is this way. So off we go. Wow. Just wow. I'm at a lift and now we're about halfway up the structure I just saw from down below. And that's where I was, down there. Where all those people were. So weird seeing the waterfall like this. We're practically at the top now. I got back to the Super Trees just as the light show was starting, and there were massive crowds which made it quite difficult to get around. But thankfully I made it to the start of the Skyway for my time slot. As you can see, the light show is very, very popular, so if you want a good spot, get here early. After the end of Garden Rhapsody, I made the short walk back round to the front of Marina Bay Sands to view their Spectra light show. Marina Bay Sands is settled up nice though. Look at that.
Good night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see, when your stars have burnt out, and your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. Be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see your blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the tide. I can't find the point where our two pass the line, but you're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars.
Okay, that show was absolutely brilliant. It was a great way to end the day, I think. It was just so breathtaking. And, well, that's really the best way to describe it, breathtaking. You have to see it to believe these sort of things. They're not the sort of things that you can truly believe in unless you actually come and see them yourself. And you really do need to come and see it if you're ever in Singapore.
You'll always be my night sky.
So Today is the 1st of June and I'm currently heading towards the Arabic quarter of Singapore. I'm going to go down Haji Lane, Arab Street, and then I'm probably going to pop over to Little India. First up was a visit to the Bugis Street Market, and I was amazed at just how many shops there were here. I don't know if you can see it, but in that wide opening in the building, it's like there's a whole mini forest in there. Well, a few trees anyway. Haji Lane is well known for its street art, and honestly I really like it. So here I am at Little India. This house is nice and colourful. Sorry. It's interesting how here you have all the traditional style houses in the street, with all the traditional shops, and then just a turn, and right there is a modern hotel building. After Little India, I rode the metro back to Chinatown, where I went to get some dinner and do some souvenir shopping for family and friends. Even here in the middle of the city you can still hear the faint cries of wildlife and the twitches of night, or the sounds of night still occurring. And with that it was back to the hotel and off to bed. I don't have long left here in Singapore, but so far I've had the time of my life.